there's a whole revolution happening in the mechanics of how websites get served to users. So instead of typing in a URL, it hitting a server somewhere in a hosting company and then returning the page, increasingly it's hitting somewhere on the edge. So I know that Cloudflare has a site in Manchester, which is about 2 hours from me. So when I type in my website, it gets a copy of it gets served from there, which means it's lightning fast. All of it loads pretty much instantly. And there's a whole bunch of security and accessibility and performance upgrades that happen whilst it's in transit and in that transformation process, in a way that means I don't need conventional web hosting. I don't need to pay a hosting company for a worry server in a room full of wires and men with beards. My website kind of is ephemeral and distributed. I think the business implication is all of this gets much cheaper, it gets much faster, and it becomes much easier to do things like, say, let's run an A/B test, but let's only run it if it's raining where the user is. Or let's conditionally redirect users who have added something to their cart, but only if it's a Wednesday and only if they are in Germany and only if they've seen our About Us page. That kind of logic gets far easier to run on the edge in these edge locations rather than having to code that sort of stuff into your application that lives on your server that sits in the hosting company. All of this becomes much more responsive and reactive and flexible. I think that's super cool. And we're really only at the beginning of how that evolution unfolds.